Resident Evil.
Umbrella Corp.
Yo, what goes down, everybody? Walker Dead here, back again with another video for you guys. This is Season 1, Episode 1 of my Resident Evil Umbrella Corp series. So, yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see this. And, yeah, this is just, something new and something fresh, something, new to start the channel. And, yeah, without further ado, let's get into this episode now, shall we? The episode begins with a flashback of Wesker grabbing Chris by the neck. Wesker says, "Let's finish this." Jill pushes Wesker out the window like an RE5, but you see Chris screaming Jill, but you're seeing this from Jill's perspective, and Jill and Wesker are just on the ground, and they are both brutally injured. Wesker wakes up, and it makes sense for that to happen because of his power. He grabs Jill by the legs and he just kidnaps her, straight up kidnaps her. But in my series, this is where Wesker takes Jill to Umbrella Corp and pretty much not only tortures her a little bit, but experiments on her. A doctor comes in the room, and it is revealed to be Dr. Isaac. The doctor's like, the test subject has received a numerous amount of injuries. Wesker says, "Yep, but I need to experiment on her more." Dr. Isaac says, "Well, I have a suggestion." Wesker says, "What?" Dr. Isaac then says, "The P30 device. The P30 device can grant anyone the ability to control." Wesker's like, "What?" Isaac then says, "If you put this device on her chest, you can control the device with this remote control. Meaning you can control her into doing whatever you want." Wesker amused by this, and he is like, interesting. Jill wakes up from her bed. And the year, it says 2014. What Jill just had was not only a nightmare, but it was a flashback sequence from her eyes. Jill wakes up and she just looks outside the window, and it is confirmed that this takes place 2 years after the events of RE6. After she's done looking outside the window, she goes in the bathroom, splashes water on her face, and just gets this crazy, terrible reminder of that crazy nightmare of her as a zombie. She then takes off her clothes to take a shower, but she still notices that's a scar. That scar she had from RE5 after Chris took off the devices on her body. She just takes a shower, and next shot is a new character named Zander. Zander is in his office, and he is just doing random paperwork. But then his friend, his associate, comes in the room and says, "Zander, you gotta see this." Zander says, "Wow, what's going on?" Look at these reports. A man named Abraham Jackson went missing 5 days ago after an anonymous investigation into investigating its commander. Zander says, "Hold on, let me read this." Jesus. I know, right? We gotta investigate this. This is gold. Zander says, "Now hold on. Who gave this to you?" "Anonymous source." "What do you mean, anonymous source?" Did this person give you a name? Yeah. Someone of name Claire Redfield? You know who that is? Zander takes the papers off his desk and takes it with him. And he says, yeah, my ex-girlfriend. Closes the door. The next shot is Zander putting all of the papers he got on his board, and he is just reading every detail, and he's going over all the clues, trying to figure out what's going on and why this guy went missing. And he says, now this is interesting. Alright. Now, questions remain. Who is Abraham Jackson? Why was he investigating on the Umbrella Corp commander? And why did he go missing? So many questions. So many questions. Let me call associate. He calls his associate and he answers the phone. He's like, hey, what's up? Hey, Bruce. Could you get me an appointment with the CEO of the Umbrella Corp? I would like to interview him and ask him a few questions. Bruce says, sure, I'll see what I can do. Zander says, thanks. I appreciate that. And he hangs up the phone abruptly. The next shot is Jill opening her closet, and there is mad guns in the closet. She puts on her RE5 outfit, and she just gets an AK-47 and loads it. She also grabs a bag, putting mad guns, missile launchers, and pistols in the bag. She grabs her keys to the vehicle as she is leaving the hotel. The hotel manager's like, Miss Redfield, we're going to sign out. And she just walks away and doesn't say anything. She just gets in the car and she just notices an envelope. She opens the envelope and it says, meet me outside of the Umbrella Corp parking garage. And it is revealed that this letter's from Chris, not Chris, but from Claire. And Joe's like, fine. She starts her car and drives away. The next shot is Zander entering the Umbrella Corp building, and as he sees one of the screens, he sees the CEO of Umbrella Corp, Dr. Isaacs, and he says, Umbrella Corp, the future is what we make it to be. Welcome to Umbrella Corp. 2 years ago, near Umbrella unleashed a deadly virus that nearly killed hundreds, and I mean hundreds of innocent people. Today, we are training the most advanced soldiers day after day, 24 hours a week, 24/7. Together, we can organize the perfect military group to swoop in and save innocent civilians at any point of time of need. Yes, that's right. Any time of need. Need medical supplies, training, look for a job. Hell, if you need anything, I mean anything at all, just come to Umbrella Corp. The future is what we make it to be. So ask yourself, what is your future? Welcome to Umbrella Corp. Mr. Perez? Zander says yes. Miss Dr. Isaacs is waiting for you in the lobby. Zander says thanks. Dr. Isaacs says, Mr. Perez, would I own you this pleasure? Dr. Isaacs, no, please, Mr. Perez, call me Isaac. What may I do for you today? For a job? Mr. Zander says no. No, not really. I wanted to interview you in regards to these leaked papers I got. Someone of the name Abraham Jackson, who was investigating in the commander of her company. Do you have any comment on this recent event, sir? Dr. Isaac says, no, unfortunately I do not. I was in my office doing regular paperwork, studying random patients that were sick of cancer and other crazy diseases, and I got the news from one of my commanders saying that Mr. Jackson was doing an illegal investigation on an Umbrella Corp employee, a trusted employee. But I mean, as to the whereabouts of Mr. Jackson are unknown. I've not been told his location, and I do not know where he is currently. He could be home, he could be in the building, he could be out of town, he could be prosecuted, he could be locked up. His whereabouts are unknown. I know nothing of his whereabouts, Mr. Perez. Zander says, fair enough. Zander can just tell that he's hiding something, but he just can't put his finger on it. He's like, well, thank you for your time, Miss Dr. Isaac. I gotta go, and yeah, have a fantastic day. As Zander opens the door, Isaac says to Zander before he leaves, he says, the future is what we make it to be, Mr. Perez. I just hope you enjoy your future. Zander didn't say anything. Isaac just walks away and closes the door. Isaac has this big concerned look on his face. The next shot is Isaac's going down to one of his labs, and he notices that all of his soldiers are being trained 24/7. He tells one of the doctors, any progress on soldier 3A7? Progress is doing really good. He is passing all the tests, and he is remarkably well considering the circumstances. Isaac says, keep an eye on. After all, we don't want that amnesia to go away now, do we? The next shot is Joe getting out of her car, and she just sees Claire, and she is happy to see Claire, and asks Claire, how are you doing? Claire says, I'm doing good. How's Chris? Joe says, well, Chris, he's doing good. He left the BSAA. Claire says, why? Joe says he had this weird concern that they were keeping something from him. To be honest with you, Claire, I think I might leave too. Still thinking about it. Yeah. Anyway, what's so important? You had to get me out of the way out here. Claire says these experiments on human patients. Clearly Umbrella Corp does not want nobody to see this. Hell, if we take this to the proper authorities, maybe they could do something. Joe says, I'll take care of it. Claire says, are you sure? Joe says, yes. I'm 100% sure. Have a good day. Claire asks Joe, are you okay? Joe says, yeah, I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be? The next shot is Zander in his vehicle. It's nighttime at this point. He is in his vehicle, and he just tells Bruce something weird is going on. I just can't put my finger on it quite yet, but I get this weird feeling that they're experimenting on something in there. I feel like I need to go in there myself and find out what the hell's going on. Bruce says, I want to be the one to stop you, but you want to go in there? I suggest you be in and out and be careful. Zander says, don't worry, I will. Hangs up the phone, grabs his pistol, and just goes into the building. But when he goes in the building, all the cameras are off, and there's nobody there in the building. As he goes up on one of the stairs, he looks towards one of the corners, towards the middle corner, and he notices the light is flickering, and there is blood on the wall. Zander sees this and like, what the hell is this? He enters one of the rooms and he just sees the zombie wearing a P30 device on his chest, and he notices the zombie has mad blood coming out from his mouth. And he is like, what the hell? What the fuck are you? The zombie runs at him, and then he just tackles him on the ground. Zander grabs his pistol and pistols the zombie, and he just gets up from the floor, and he's just running through the hallway. Mad lights are flickering until Joe comes out of nowhere with an AK-47 and kills the walker in the head. The zombie in the head. Joe asks Zander, "Are you okay?" And Zander says, "Yeah, but who are you?" Joe tells Zander, "My name is Joe Valentine, BSAA." You... Whoa, wait a minute. D? Joe Valentine? Holy shit! No way. No, I heard so much about you and your organization. It's really nice. It's an honor to meet you. Joe says, "Well, it's nice to meet you too. You're an interesting character." Zander says, "Likewise. What's going on here in this bloody organization? You see these photos right here? Yeah, what about them? Wait a second. Are those patients?" Joe says, "Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, the future, we make it. My asshole. This is nuts." Joe says, "Agreed." As more zombies are coming through the building, Joe and Zander grab their weapons and they kill mad zombies in the hallway. They notice that the elevator is busted and they need to restore power. Zander says, "Don't worry, I'll find the backup generator to restart the elevator." Joe says, "Yeah, fair enough." Zander is in the basement of the building and he just notices mad blood is just everywhere, and he's like, "This is a shit show." As he's going in deeper into the basement, he hears a loud noise and he just sees this big, ginormous monster like chupacabra, and he's like, "What the hell?" The monster screams at him. Screams, "Holy shit!" as he grabs his weapon and starts shooting at the monster. He starts shooting the monster in the head as the monster grabs him, and it looks like the monster is about to eat Zander, but Claire then comes out of nowhere with a rocket launcher and blows up the monster's head clean off. Zander looks to see, "Joe, is that you?" Claire says, "Think again." Zander's like, "Claire?" Claire's like, "Zander? Holy smokes, I haven't seen you since high school." "Yeah." "What are you doing here?" "Same as you. You're following the same investigation, aren't you?" "Get this, Joe's here." Claire's like, "What?" "Yeah, me and you and her are chasing after the same thing. The investigation. Why Abraham Jackson went missing. Why is Isaac's experimenting on patients? Claire says, wait, patients? Yeah. Jill showed me a photo of a surveillance footage of Isaac's and his doctors experimenting on patients and making these zombie-like creatures, but only this time there's like a big device on their chests that it's like he's controlling them. Zander says, yeah, something like that. Claire looks around and says, come on, we need to get out of here before, more of those things come up. Zander says, agreed. Zander's then like, hey, Jill, look what I found. Jill says, well, son of a bitch. Claire says, hey, Jill. Zander then tells Jill the three of us are chasing after the same thing. And the questions we still have are, unanswered. Jill says, yeah. Jill pulls down her zipper and shows Zander and Claire the scar she has on her chest. Zander says, whoa, what the fuck? Wait, that mark matches the same thing on those zombies. Jill then tells Zander and Claire that, yeah, Wesker put one of those things on me, used me as his puppet and as his lab dog, controlling me, making me do all these terrible things I can't stop thinking about. Claire says, he did that to you? Jill says, yeah. And even with Wesker dead, he's still ruining shit. Zander then says, fuck Wesker. He's a fucking monster. He's a fucking war criminal that caused the T-virus from going global, turning mad people into monsters and killing innocent civilians and children, animals. Fucking, I'm glad he's dead. Claire says, yeah, come on. We got a job to do. Joe says, yeah. Jill and Claire get the elevator working again as Zander, Jill, and Claire get into the elevator, and they are just going down to the main lower level, and they notice that there is mad people getting trained. Multiple super soldiers are being trained, and then that's when Jill notices that half of these soldiers have the same P-30 device that she once had on her chest. Jill was like, holy shit. Zander says, this is a shit show. This is a nightmare. Claire says, well, that may be so, but we need to come up with a plan, otherwise we're all going to be clueless. Zander says, yeah, agreed. The Umbrella Corp commander is speaking through the holocoms and through the walkie-talkies, and he says, code red, intruders in the building. That's right, intruders in the building. Code red, intruders in the building. Zander says, well, there goes the element of surprise. Joe says, you and Claire go this way, I'll go that way. Zander says, agreed. Jill is going in one way. She knows mad monsters and zombies are coming out of nowhere, and she just kills multiple of them in a badass, sexy fashion. Zander and Claire are running. They see mad blood on the walls and on the floor, and they notice that the character that they were watching over in the beginning of the episode, 3A7, comes out of nowhere and tackles Zander on the ground. 3A7 punches Zander in the face as Claire karate kicks 3A7 in the face in a badass fashion. Zander says, holy shit. Zander then picks himself up, grabs his gun, and starts shooting at 3A7 and 387, but 387 gets the upper hand and punches both Claire and Zander in the face and karate kicks them both on the ground. As 387 is about to kill Zander, Claire gets the upper hand, grabs a missile launcher and shoots it at 387. 387 notices this and dodges the attack, but the RPG explodes and he just falls to the ground and knocked out. Zander says, "Come on, Claire, we gotta go," as they are running through the building as the intense music is playing. Mad zombies are just coming out from the vents and they are just looking at them, ready to bite them. Zander says, "Come on, we gotta keep running, we gotta keep going." Jill just breaks down one of the door. It is an abandoned meat locker, and she notices a desk with multiple guns, weapons, ammunition, and just grenades, flash grenades, ammo, and lots of other weaponry. And she is just looking at this and she's just confused by this, and she's like, huh? And then we get this mysterious voice saying, "Hello there, I have something that might interest you." Jill says, "Who the hell are you?" This mysterious man says, "You can call me the merchant. I have weapons, ammunition, anything you might need on your journey. What are you buying?" And boom, that is the end of the episode. The next episode is going to be really intense. It's going to be not only focused on Jill and Claire and Zander, but this second episode is going to go into a deeper dive of the Umbrella Corporation. Not the Umbrella Corporation, but the Umbrella Corp's main building. So yeah, I can't wait for that. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And I can't wait for you guys to see the next episode. And yeah, as always, peace.